Word on the side of the Emirates, they're actually very much downplaying this. We've seen some of the news sites that are affiliated with Dubai and Abu Dhabi. They put in one item, basically just updating that this happened because they have to, because everyone's talking about it, and then proceed to talk about tourism in Dubai or Abu Dhabi or economy stuff, trying to keep this on a low burner and not make too big a deal out of it.
Yes, and of course another key player perhaps in this discussion is Saudi Arabia. How is Riyadh likely to respond to a large attack like this on a key ally like the UAE?
Right, that's an excellent question, because it is Saudi Arabia who are leading this coalition versus the Houthis in Yemen. The United Arab Emirates would not be involved if not for Saudi Arabia, because these two countries are closely aligned. The Saudis for sure will use this opportunity to condemn the Houthis, to show that the Houthis engage in firing whatever drones or ballistic missiles on a sovereign territory like a capital of the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi, and to try to sort of garner the international support for the continuation of their campaign. They want to be able to have a certain amount of freedom of operation in Yemen because of the increasing condemnations against Saudi Arabia in recent years, that civilians are killed in Yemen, that there's a blockade in Yemen, that there's a humanitarian disaster in Yemen. If the Saudis can condemn the Houthis as much as possible, which they do at every opportunity, one must be said, when they fire into Saudi territory, not just against Emirati territory, then they do so in order to justify their campaign in Yemen, and they'll use this opportunity certainly in order to do that again.
And of course, that's not even the first such attack by the Houthis on UAE territory. And the police in Abu Dhabi today saying the attack, describing the attack as minor. Are the Emirates trying to perhaps downplay the scale of this attack? What's the strategy here?
Right, so for sure the Emirates are trying to keep this on somewhat of a low burner after they had to suspend travel at the airport for a certain amount of time until they get the situation under control. And in the Emirates, it's all about business. It's about tourism. It's about their relations with all the countries, also in the Western world, but also everywhere else. And they want to show that it is a safe and good destination for everything, for business and everything, and not to turn it into this sort of war zone as the Houthis are trying to do. We saw also that there was another report from the Houthi side of things saying that they attacked an Emirati military plane in Yemen, in an area of southern Yemen, that again was not brought up in some of the other media reports.
Now we cross over to Dubai. Our UAE correspondent Bastian Bouri standing by for us. Bastian, what's the latest you're hearing from the Emirati police?
So we know for sure that not only one, but two separate fire incidents were reported in Abu Dhabi, the capital city of the country. It is very important to mention that fundamental data to remember. That is the absolute center of the political power here. It makes this alleged attack very symbolic and serious in a sense. So two fires possibly caused by drones. That's the statement made by the Abu Dhabi police, who adds that one of the fires caused an explosion in 3 fuel tankers that were at that time full of fuel, as you can imagine. And that another minor fire broke out in the new construction area of the Abu Dhabi International Airport, where by definition, as you can imagine, a lot of radars are installed. It is actually on radar screens that authorities say they have spotted the drones, and according to them, a preliminary investigation suggests that the flying objects fell in the two areas I mentioned just before the fires started.